Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today with me I have a friend, Anthony Bulone. He recently got first at a League Cup this past weekend with Zoroark, Lycanroc. And so we're going to be doing a tournament report from him on the channel, and then we're going to look at his list and talk about why he included some things and his card counts and the like. So Ant, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Anthony Bulone. I've been playing for almost 2 years now. I just started getting decent recently. Yeah. Oh, I topped 32 to regional once.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's it. So where was this League Cup at? How many people? How many rounds?
There were 6 rounds, 35 people, 35 masters, and it was in Randolph, New Jersey.
Okay, cool. So tell me about your deck choice. Were you sold on it?
Yeah, I mean, you both know that I've been playing Zoro Lycanroc ever since Pram won Memphis with it. But I've just been tweaking it here and there to fit how I want to play it and how the meta's shifting with a bunch of the Vikabulu around. So I've been just ever since I watched your video actually with Rukon and Seagro's video with Rukon, I was just I just gotta stick to this deck and make sure I can actually learn it and do everything with it.
Cool. Okay, so go ahead, just start listing off your rounds, what you played, how they went.
So in round one, I sat down next to a guy who I haven't really seen before, so I figured it would be an easier round. And he was playing Gardevoir, and he played the Sylveon version, so I was able to he didn't get the Sylveon into the active, so I just kept his Ralts active until he manually retreated, and I just kept attacking it with Buzzwole. And then I just kept Lycanrocking all of his Ralts before they could become anything. And then he eventually got a Glade out, and I ended up missing the reverse of Kukui. So I just end him to 4 prizes. We each got 4. But I basically had the game locked up because I was gonna end up next turn. I was gonna be able to Buzzwole, kill it, and
kill the Glade.
Yeah, I was gonna because he retreated it. So I put 50 on his Sylveon, killed it, killed the next Ralts that he put down, and then I basically was just end proofing myself. And even if he paralleled me on his last turn, he should have plead because I literally just had to say Claw Slash.
Mm-hmm.
But even if he plead me, I was able to Energy Drive with Choice Band, DCE, and then Kukui. And but he just didn't plea, so I just said Claw Slash.
Okay.
And then I was okay. And
was he playing 2 Glades or 1? Or how many did you see?
I only saw 1.
Okay.
So I didn't get to see his list through and through.
Right.
It was just 1 game. Round 2, I played against Buzzwole Lycanroc. He was able to set up the first Buzzwole pretty fast. Then he got a Regirock on the bench, and he set up he got a Remoraid with his Brooklet Hill. So in conjunction with Bridget, I got 2 Zorwas and then 2 Rockruffs because of his Brooklet Hill. And then I was able to get a turn 2 Dangerous Rogue. It actually felt really good because I turned 2 Dangerous Rogues for 190 because I got 2 Strongs and he had 3 Pokemon on the bench.
Okay.
So I just wiped out his Buzzwole and he was here. So next turn he had 2 cards in hand. He wasn't drawing well, so I just took out his Remoraid. He was I just got the Octillery. I was made the right play. And then so I just killed everything from there because he couldn't really set anything up.
Yeah.
Round 3, I played against Kenny, and he was playing Metagross. And as he always says, I always luck sack him. So as soon he played Delmise and Alolan Muck. He never got the Alolan Muck out because it never really mattered. Mm-hmm. And he put down the Delmise at some point. I knew that would matter because I was planning on just softening things up with Buzzwole. But I had 30 on his. Excuse me, I had 30 on his Vulpix, but I never killed it because I always had to kill the Beldums.
Yeah.
And then put another 30 on a different Beldum. So I killed the Beldum, Lycanroc. I like Lycanroc like 3 turns in a row. It was like sick. I killed Beldum. He finally got out of Metagross, but he had like a full bench, so I was able to just clean up the Metagross with Dangerous Rogue, and then he ended up getting another one, and I was like, damn, how do I take my last 2 prizes? So I tried to I Guzma'd a Lele, and I did 30-30 to Lele, because I figured he wouldn't be able to get both max potions, and he did. He did.
He did.
So I ended up taking my last 2 prizes because I was able to get enough Strongs and a Choice Band, and then Guzma again to kill Lele just straight up.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nice. And then round 4.
Let's go back to the Metagross for a second. So that's not something we've been seeing a lot, so we haven't been talking about it a lot. So
Yeah.
How do you feel in that matchup after playing it once? So you have only played it once, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what does that feel like? Is it the same as Gardevoir? Just kill their basics on their stage 1s and you're good?
Yeah, it feels like at points it feels better than Guardy because they're less consistent.
Mm-hmm.
But it also feels worse because if they finally get the Metagross set up, then you're kind of just what do I do? But
Yeah,
they also need to completely fill their bench because they can't. If they don't fill their bench, they're not setting up a Metagross.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Kenny also played Solgaleo, which worried me because he can Ultra Road in and out and do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was just able to consistently get Bloodthirsty Eyes and Guzma, so it didn't really matter that much.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I've heard from other people because there was a couple Metagross at the Delaware Cup on Sunday.
There was a lot of Metagross in New Jersey.
Someone said 10.
10, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so on to round 4.
Yeah. Round 4, I played against Decidueye Zoroark. He didn't start off so hot. So, I did the same thing with Buzzwole. I just put some damage on, but it was irrelevant because I think he max potioned it. And then I just made sure I had Lycanrocs because I know they're clunky, and then without Zoroarks they're even more clunky. So he was only able to set up 1 Zoroark at a time. So I just Bloodthirsty Eyes. What's so good about Lycanroc is you can you're literally just setting up your board and killing their stuff.
Yeah, Gust
I needed
effect.
the Lycanroc to attack and kill the Zoroark anyway.
Mm-hmm. So
really you're just oh, okay, Ultra Ball for supporter and Lycanroc and kill your Zoroark. And so then I get 2 prizes. Next turn he sets up another Zoroark, doesn't really get a Decidueye. So I do the same thing. And then eventually I was able to do the same thing and kill a Lele with Dangerous Rogue because he had to fill up his bench with 2 Decidueyes and try to keep poking away, but he couldn't really do anything. So I was able to just strong Choice Band and stuff.
Cool.
End up killing a Lele. And then my next 2 rounds I just ID'd to get.
Okay. Cool. So round 5 and 6 ID, and you go in the top 8 at 402.
Yep.
And what do you see in top 8?
So, top 8, my match, I had to play against the guy I played round 1. So I was playing against Guardy, I was fairly confident because I felt my deck had a good matchup against Guardy, and I felt even if it was 50-50 or close to what Eric was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Gansman, then I felt I could still outskill that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. I easily 2-0'd him because he wasn't really even able to set up Guardies ever. And then the one turn I remember was he had 3 bench. He set up a Guardy, and I remembered hearing I forget whose interview, but it was with Pramawat. He was yeah, that's the only way you can kill a Guardy if they have 3 bench. You need Choice Band Kukui. And I was oh my god, I know what to do.
I have that.
I cheese this guy, right?
Yeah.
So I hit him for 240, I kill his only Guardy, and then he just literally didn't do anything after that. It was great. And then the second game was just he didn't draw well, I didn't draw well. We went 3 turns each, just with basics on our board. And then I eventually drew out of it because I can Ultra Ball for Zoroarks and keep trading.
Right.
Trade once a turn, and I'm not killing more Ralts. and that was pretty easy. So I took top 8 in two games. It's pretty easy. Top 4 though. Top 4 I think was like one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. Yeah, I played with Lex. I was watching Lex because like I didn't want to play against Mike or Lex because I'm never really confident in mirror matches.
Hmm.
Mike's vocalist was Dean's list, and that thing is so consistent. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
So like I felt like fine if I had to play Mike because I have Reverse Valley to kill the baby Volcanians.
Hmm.
Like I didn't want to play Lex because like I feel like I always just get wrecked in the mirror.
Okay.
But I flipped. I got to go first game, so that like basically determined everything. So I was able to set everything up. I was able to set up a Lycanroc in the first game. We took like a long game one. It like went down really close. I think we were both at one prize at the end.
Hmm.
Sure, but we were both just like going back and forth. Like I killed stuff with a Buzzwole. He killed it with Mew EX. Then I came back up and killed it with a Zoroark. And then he attacked me with a Buzzwole. And it was just like going back and forth. Like once I thought I had momentum, like he enhanced hammered me and I was like trying to find everything and scrambling again. Multi-switch is a good card. I swear to God, it's a good
Tell me
card.
about your play with it in this match.
It's like all you need is a fighting energy, like just a basic fighting energy on a Lycanroc, and then you can float stone a Zoroark, and suddenly you're just killing another Zoroark. It's like you just multi switch, you dig, get the multi switch or Mallow for it if like you have to Mallow.
Hmm.
You literally just one shot a Zoroark, and it's like it's so because like your opponent doesn't see it. You don't even need to have the fighting energy on it because you can just attach a stronger fighting and then retreat and multi switch, and then you have
DCE.
Lycanroc. Yeah, like, you can like be a lot more flexible with your energy attachments because you know that you can change them later if you need to.
Yeah.
Game two was like pretty bad because like I think I had to get rid of like all 4 of my puzzles really early, just like because like I knew I had to set up, or if I didn't set up, I'd lose.
Hmm.
So I had to like double puzzle for like random card and Ultra Ball so I can get another basic down, and then it was also pretty long. Lex ended up squeaking out the win in the end, and then game 3 started. I'm going through my turn. I started Zorua.
So you're going first here.
Yeah, I started Zorua. I had Rockruff and a Zorua in my hand, and a Lele. So I played down the Lele because I wasn't sure if I wanted to bridge it because like I already had a bunch of basics.
Hmm.
And while I'm like searching my deck, seeing what's prized, time is called. So I was like, "Oh, that's weird." Like,
So it's your turn 1, right?
I'm turn 0.
But you went first in the
Yeah,
game. So
it's
the
my
game had just
turn 1.
started and time is called.
Yeah. So like I don't play in top 8 like often. So like I asked Drew, I was like, so like what happens? So like it was just like whoever after the 3 turns, whoever's up on prizes, and then if you were tied on prizes, whoever takes the next prize. So I was like, oh, okay. So I just grabbed Sycamore because like I didn't need Bridget. I just need to make sure like I could set up anything really fast and like just take a couple knockouts.
Hmm.
So I started with a basic fighting. So I was like, oh, word, like put down the Rockruff, attach fighting, get a Zorua,
Oh, that's so
Sycamore,
good.
try to find everything. No, it's not good because he Lele's for Guzma and has DCE in hand. I was like,
Oh, and he gets the Rockruff with Lele.
yeah. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God, that's
so
even better.
I'm turn 2, and I was like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? And this is when I brought out the I'm pretty sure I killed a Zorua
Mhm.
with my Zoroark because I think I had another Rockruff down. And I like Bloodthirsty Eyes or a Guzma, but I was able to kill it and even it up, and then we just went back and forth for like at least 5 turns, just like making sure we don't lose,
Mhm.
trying to take a prize,
Yeah.
just making sure neither of us can like actually set up a Lycanroc.
Yeah.
Like I'm
He took a prize, which put him at 5 to 6,
yeah,
and he was turn 1.
yeah,
So that means on your turn 2, you took a prize.
yeah. I
Okay,
took a
putting
prize
it
with
at 5-5.
yeah,
Okay,
and then
just
I
want to
like
get it all just precise. Okay, so after your second turn, it's also turn two of time, and you're both at 5-5. So,
yep,
and he's not able to capitalize on you leaving a Zoroark out because he attached a Lele last turn. So
yep,
he ends turn three of time with 5-5.
yep.
Okay.
And I knew Lex didn't play multi switch, so it was fine to leave the Zoroark active.
Mm-hmm.
So then let's see. I had another Rockruff, um, another one after the one. I think I had like my third Rockruff, and I had to evolve it on not turn like after Lex's like last turn of time.
Mm-hmm.
I had to evolve it because I couldn't like risk him getting a second DCE to put on Lele.
Right,
And just
so you couldn't bench any new basics, really,
yeah.
right?
No, I was just trading them away at that point because I knew I had to like take a prize somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So then I like we're late into the game, and like we're like late into the game. We're late, like trying to
Like
take
a
a
few
prize.
turns past time. Like,
Yeah,
yeah. So you're probably around the mid game.
yeah. So I was like, he had like one Zoroark. I'm pretty sure I had two. I had two Lycanrocs and a Lele on board.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had either two or three Lele on board, and no Lycanrocs for
Oh,
what I
well.
think. I think yeah. Then I eventually get strong energy attached to the Lycanroc. He enhanced hammers it. Um, he's about to kill. Oh, I had a Buzzwole too. I had a Buzzwole.
Okay.
He's about to. Buzzwole has like a bunch of damage on it. I don't have Acerola because it's in the discard pile. I'm just like retreating, hoping he can't like kill my Buzzwole, and then let's see, crap.
No, it's okay.
One,
We're going through a very into detail in this match.
yeah. So then I have the strong energy. He enhanced hammers my strong energy. I get next turn. Somehow the game is still going on. I get a fighting energy. I attach to the Lycanroc, and like I knew that like he had enough on board so that I could kill Lele with
Dangerous rogue, right?
dangerous rogue, and a strong energy. So I just needed to draw
Okay.
strong energy, and I had the strong energy in hand. But he was ending me this entire time. Just always gets the end. So like I couldn't plan out my next turn.
Right. But that also means he wasn't winning with a Guzma.
Yeah.
So.
I was like, oh, thank God he played the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then so then this last turn, I'm like stalling. I'm stalling a Lele because I'm like not trying to like let him just like move around and do stuff to me.
Yeah.
And then he ends away my strong energy. I'm like, no, like I had it. And then
Yeah.
I don't have any puzzles or anything to get another one. So I had to either trade into it or just like pray I could like just actually just get it from the
Right,
end.
because you can't Sycamore into it because you also want a Guzma.
Right,
Right? Is that what it is? Like, do you also need a Guzma, or can you Sycamore
No, I
into
don't
this
need-
energy?
I didn't need the Guzma because he couldn't move the Lele.
Oh, okay. So you can
Yeah.
just support her into this energy.
Yeah, so I could support her. I was like making sure I was thinning my deck so that like I had more outs to Sycamore.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just ends me to my 5 cards, and I got Choice Band DCE. I was like, oh word. So he finished his turn. I just put down the DCE Choice Band. He goes, oh, all right. And then like I was like, it was wild. It was like I couldn't like believe it that I actually squeaked out because like I was like thinking, do I take Sycamore or Bridget turn 1? And then he goes time, and I was like, all right, Sycamore, let's go. And it was just, oh my god.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you both played around the next prize card wins really well.
Yeah.
And it would have been a different game for sure if it wasn't like that, because you were kind of both restricted from benching new basics.
Yeah,
Because one prize would win the game.
I almost benched a Zorua because I was like, I need a third trade, and I was like,
Yeah, nope, that'll lose the game.
yeah. I was like,
That's not what we do. Okay, so that's top four, and you played an amazing set. It sounds like. It
Yeah.
sounds like it was really intense. So what is top two now?
Top two, I was playing against Nick Morgan. I think he's a first year master, but he's been playing in seniors for a while. He was playing Zoroark, Lycanroc, but with like less techs. And we ID'd in the last round because we were both 401, but we like played it out just for fun. I ended up losing, so I was kind of like worried, but I also knew that like it was a fun game that I was playing, so I wasn't really paying attention the entire time.
Okay. Yeah.
And then he flips over. He goes first the first game, but he just has to like straight up end, and then he just didn't draw well off the end. So like I drew well, I was able to trade, and like he kept finding like another basic, but after I was able to like double kill like a Rockruff and a Zoroark with a Buzzwole, he just scooped it up and went to game two. And then the same thing happened. He just dead drew again, so it was pretty uneventful.
Okay. So Buzzwole is good.
Buzzwole is a good card, dude.
All right. So now that we're through with the talking about the rounds individually, congrats on winning first place. This was your first place at a League Cup, right?
Yeah.
You've gotten a bunch of tops before, but never first.
Yeah.
Okay.
That, dude.
Yeah, that's sick. I didn't get a mat yet. I've gotten a mat so many quarters, and I don't get it when we have a really cool mat. I'll get it eventually.
That was sick, dude.
Okay, so let's talk about the list. It's not too different from mine, which I think I'm putting my tournament report up video the day before this video should be out, so you guys will see my list first. But let's talk about it. I think you and I have talked about this deck a lot. We usually talk about all the lists we play anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So let's tell me what's different. What you think is different from other people's Zoroark, Lycanroc decks, and then I'll point out some differences. Tell me the key cards, what you would take out, what you want in the deck.
All right, so I only play 3 Rockruff. A lot of people are saying you need 4 to win the mirror match, but like I think 3 is fine. I wanted space for more techs that I think are really good, like multi-switch.
Yep.
Multi-switch I don't think I'd ever cut because it's a really good card. I play the 3/3 Sycamore and N. Because like I played the 4/2 in a couple League Cups, and I would always get end late game to like 1 or 2 cards, and I would draw an N again, and I was like, I don't want the N. Okay. So I upped my Sycamore account so that I wouldn't prize them early game, and I'd also have them late game.
Yeah.
I tried 3 Guzma, but I didn't feel like the space I always wanted something else, so I stayed at 2. I fluctuated between 2 Acerola and 1, but you convinced me to just play the 1 and play early.
Yeah.
And it seemed fine because like every time I needed Acerola, I could just puzzle for it.
Yep.
I played 1 Kukui because you don't need 2 Kukui if you're playing Buzzwole, and I will advocate for that because I only ever need Kukui if I'm gonna kill like a Lele or if Buzzwole plus Kukui is like really good. And like it's always like late game or mid game when I have like 10 cards in hand and I already have Kukui or Lele for Kukui.
Puzzles and
yeah, it's
that
ridiculous.
Makes sense.
And then everything else seems like pretty standard. Like I play the 4/4 Zoroark, 4 DC, 2 fighting, 3 strong. Yeah, everything else seems fine.
So, okay, I'm going to talk about some of the differences between my list and your list and some of the other lists I've seen. Hang on, we just lost connection with the Pokemon server, so the list is gone.
Word.
We have to put it back up. Sorry for this inconvenience.
Got the list, don't worry. I'm looking at it on my phone.
Oh my god. Alright, loading data from server. We're back.
Oh, weird.
We're back.
That's fast.
Okay, so sorry about that, guys. So, the Buzzwole, that's not in everybody's deck.
No, but I think it should be.
Yeah. So, when did you decide the Buzzwole was going in?
When I kept losing to Vikabulu.
Yeah?
I was like, I keep losing to Vikabulu. I need something to soften up the Vikavolts and the Bulus. And, it's like when me and you talked about it, it was like an instant inclusion because it also helps in so many different matchups and
Yeah,
mirror. So like
yeah.
mirror, you can just you can kill a Zorua for just a fighting energy. You can two-shot Zoroarks for a strong and choice band usually, right?
Yeah, or you can
Or
one
just a
shot a
fight.
Zoroark for 2 strongs, a choice band, and a Kukui.
Do you even need that much?
Two
If you're using two
strongs.
strongs
Two
and
strongs
yeah, you need
makes
the
it
Kukui.
70. Then yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I did that
Yeah.
against Lex in my
Did you
top four
really?
battle against him. Yeah.
It's
Oh
nuts.
no, actually in Swiss. I think I did that in Swiss against him. Anyway, so yeah, Buzzwole. Uh,
Buzzwole.
it helps against the mirror. It's so good in the mirror. Like if you start with Buzzwole in the mirror, or you even start with Bridget at bench Floatstone, it's just amazing.
I
Um,
did a lot of League today too. I had Floatstone and Fighting Energy in my hand. I was like,
so
oh,
you just
we're
want
bridging.
Bridget. There, here comes
Yeah,
Buzzwole. So it's good in that. Volcanion, it's a monster. It's a lifesaver in the Volcanion match because you
yeah,
put
yeah,
30 on the Volky X's.
yeah. And then hitting for just a full bench and choice band with Zoroark's really good. Um, you always had I always had Field Blower to take off their Fury Belts, so the Fury Belts didn't really mean much. It was just when they were killing me that they needed them.
Yeah.
Um, Against Guardy, it's really good because you set up multiple knockouts if they can't rare candy right away.
Yeah.
So you do 50 to a Ralts with a strong energy, ideally, and then you do 30 to another Ralts, and then next turn you either Lycanroc or Guzma. If they even if they evolve both into Curlias, you're still fine because you can just go 50 to the one that you did 30 to, and then 30 to the one that you did 52, and then you get 80, and then that takes 2 prizes and kills 2 Curlias. Against Vikabulu, it's really good because it sets up easier knockouts like in Volcanion. It's apparently pretty good against Metagross. It's good late game when you miss knockouts and you just need an extra 30.
Okay, so yeah, Buzzwole. Buzzwole's staying in the deck. It's great.
So
Try it out in your deck.
Play it.
So the only thing that about your list when I look at it, I feel iffy. Is the 3 Rockruff. Do you feel like that's enough?
Oh yeah, I've never played the list with 4, and I've always felt like I had enough Rockruff.
Okay, cool.
So I mean, if you need more Rockruff, you have Puzzles and Rescue Stretcher. So
oh yeah, you're playing Rescue Stretcher. Okay, yeah, I play 4 Rockruff and no Rescue Stretcher, and so I guess it's you just have another Pokemon of your choice instead of a 4th Rockruff, which makes sense. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, cool. So I think we went over all of the interesting parts of this list.
Or did we go Reverse Valley? Because I know.
Reverse. Yeah. Let's go over Reverse Valley.
Okay. All right. So 130.
130
kills a Greninja, which is an awful matchup. So it's not really for that. It kills a Baby Volk. With Kukui, it kills Glade, kills Vikavolt. It also, with Kukui Choice Band and Full Bench, kills Tapu Bulu, Volcanion,
Any 180 EXGX.
And then, I think that's everything that's relevant right now, right?
Oh, it also, since we're also running Buzzwole, if you 30 a bench Zorua, it allows you to hit that Zoroark later for 180.
True. I never needed that, but that's a good point to make.
Yeah, but even if it was just for the Tapu Bulu and Gallade, that's enough because
it's worth it.
It's a game changer in the Tapu Bulu match.
There was there's a lot of Bulu in our area, and there weren't any Vikabulus at that cup, and it kind of annoyed me because I was prepared for it.
Yeah, I don't think most of the New York players went to it. It's probably why.
Yeah, kick
Alrighty, so I think that about wraps it up. Thanks for
I have
coming
one
to the
more
channel.
thing.
Oh, one more thing.
Play 2 Field Blowers because Lex tried to take out 1 and get greedy.
Yeah.
But people are trying to play things like Buzzwole Garb, and someone also played Drampa Garb near us, right? So two field blowers really good for getting rid of field blowers, and I mean
For
not
getting
field
rid of field blowers,
for getting
floatstones
for
on
getting
the garb.
floodstones, fury belts, and choice spends that are gonna kill you.
Yeah,
They
and
both.
Parallel City to get out of that. I had
Oh
to
yeah,
use that this
it gave
weekend.
me 3 outs against double parallel, which is good.
Yeah, yeah, the reverse valley's an extra one.
Yeah, I know. My God, that guy paralleled me turn one both games in top 8. It was like, oh, I can't bridge it now.
Yeah. All right, cool, cool. All right, so thanks for being on the channel.
Yeah, no problem.
Congrats on your first place.
Thanks.
And thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.